Hey guys, it's the 12th, June the 12th, 2019. A lot of the videos that I recorded in the last 2 days for some reason didn't fully record what I wanted to record. It's only been recording almost 20 minutes and shutting off. I don't know why. So I recorded a lot of good footage that didn't really record on this stupid small camera. So let's test it out and see what happens this time. I'm going to continue my story for you. I told you a lot of good stuff in that video, but unfortunately I have to re-record them. So I'll let you guys know what's going on, alright? Anyways, so I was telling you about, what has been done to me over the last 40 years of my life with this evil Freemasonic family and, what they do to people. This is what they do, guys. They're applying what they've done to me to the whole world anyways. Remember I told you they try to keep you disgusted. Whether it's talked to about disgusting things or shown or even, smells or... Now, also, they use tactics of fear, So basically, let me give you an example. The new packs of cigarettes, they all have those pictures on them. These guys pretending they're helping us, or... It's bullshit, guys. This is used to really give you fear and disgust you from all these horrible pictures before you have a cigarette so you don't enjoy it, alright? That's the whole point why they do that. Because these are the things they applied to me in my own life on a closed circuit angle. And they're doing that to the whole planet, okay? Look how they glamorized cigarettes in the 40s and 50s. Even doctors used to smoke in their offices. Got people addicted to them. And then now they're trying to deprive them of it. And they're being harassed almost everywhere they go, smokers. And they're being used, these tactics with the pictures on the pack of cigarettes to really not even get them to enjoy the damn cigarette. Every time they open the pack to take out a smoke, they have to look at these ugly, depressing, scary pictures. So they have to feel bad every time they have a smoke. Those tactics, guys, they use them. Okay, it's nothing but tactics. So like I was telling you earlier about all addictions that they use in this Freemasonic tactics, It's basically the devil in his purest form. They get you lured and enticed into things, and then they get you addicted to them, and then they deprive you from them, and they make them sound like it's the most evil things ever. That's what they do, guys. Okay, we're going to bum a smoke, unfortunately, today because I was robbed at the beginning of the month, $700. So today's the last day I'll be a bum. Hopefully I'll get a check today and I won't need to do this anymore. Anyways, I'll continue in a bit. Let's see what's going on here at 12th floor. So this was basically somebody in that floor. They didn't want to go into the elevator. They told them just go push the elevator so it stops here. All these interruptions. So I'm surrounded with these guys. They're all over the place. Whether they're in the building or downstairs. Anyways, the story that I was telling you earlier, I'll continue it later on when we get out there.
Em que é que vocês estão? Onde é que vocês estão a trabalhar?
See how loud, unnecessarily loud he's talking? It's not necessary to talk this loud on the phone. Put a hole in my ears. But that's his job, is to talk loud. And to come out and stop in front of me here. Look how he stopped. So that's their, their tactics. That's their jobs, guys. That's what they do to you, these guys. Anyways, we're going to get out there. I'm going to start timing this and see why in 20 minutes it stops recording. So a lot of good footage I got for you yesterday and the day before, but for some reason, this little small camera stops recording at 20 minutes. The bird comes right away. See that? You don't believe me though. In the camera, I can't describe a lot of things to you because it doesn't really film them from far away. So as soon as I get here, the car turns on and leaves. Violently. So guys, we're going to find out right now why we haven't been able to record, more than 20 minutes in the last 2-3 videos. Something weird with this camera. I used to record everything for you, but you could see them from far away. They're starting to go. They kept them far away because in this camera I can't zoom in, so you can't really see. Look at those two walking from far away. They started at the same time I came out. Alright, anyways, they got a girl here standing up. They're heading towards me over here. Look how they're heading towards me. So gang stalking is. Anyways, I wanted to tell you the story about how they're using these tactics. They're applying them worldwide. Oh, right away a paramedic car comes. This is to trip you out, psychological bullshit warfare. That shit doesn't work on me. It's pathetic. I swear to God, it's pathetic. It's becoming a joke. If I didn't have to film these videos and explain to you guys what they're doing, I wouldn't even film this. Look, even the sirens, listen. So they don't really work on me, those things, you know. But it's good to get them for you guys. It's good to, so you can, get an idea of, get a grasp of what's happening. So it's a good day today. I'll get you some good footage. At least you can walk around without getting, wet or. Anyways, we'll go back to the story. Pretty much after like I said, when I was young, they've tried all the tactics on me to destroy me, but the real decision to take me out was not taken until they've hooked me up with all these beautiful women in my teens to try to break me. I don't know, I guess make me fall in love with them or follow them after they've, hold on, let's ask this one.
Excuse me, sorry to bother you.
That's okay, no problem. So hopefully you guys, sorry. It's so demeaning, I don't like doing this, but you know what? I know they're fake. If they were real people, I wouldn't go up, I wouldn't have the balls to go up to them and get rejected. I have so much pride. But anyways, who cares? Anyways, what I was telling you guys, in my youth, they've tried to do everything to break me. Whether it's these, women they tried to hook me up with when I was young, and it didn't work. The sex didn't work. The fear-mongering didn't work. They've, here in Toronto, you can get your license when you're wheelchair. You can get your license when you're 16. I got my license right at 16, and as soon as I got it, I remember I was doing canvassing for the Toronto Star, basically going door to door with this couple of guys, and this guy that used to drive us there to try to sell newspaper packages for the people to buy the newspaper for the weekend, right? And for some reason, one day he's like, you can borrow my car. He wanted to lend me his car when I first got my license. So he lent me his car. The next day, this old man pretends to fall on the floor that I hit him, and I didn't. And, we made sure he was okay. We left. I go to school. I come home. I lived right across the school in this building. I get home, guys, there were about 15 cruisers in the lobby. I was 16 years old. 15 cruisers, I'm not kidding. And the front of my building, the front foyer, and about 20 cops in the lobby. Oh, are you Mr. blah, 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 whatever? I'm like, yeah, what's going on here? They're like, oh, you hit some old man with your car. I'm like, what are you talking about? I didn't do that. I was only 16 back then. So anyways, they're like, oh, you hit some. I go, are you crazy? What are you talking about? Oh, can we see your license? They just looked at my license. Whose car is this? I told them who the car was. It was my boss's car and whatever. They said, okay, that's it. They left. So look at the tactics, guys. They tried to make me afraid of driving. Why? Because if I drove, it'll be harder for them to do this to me. I get to places really fast. They won't be able to flip the people there. I'll meet real people, and I'll get out of this torturous bubble. So from when I was young, all those tactics have been taken from from such an early age. Anyways, when I got my car, a lot of stuff happened. When I got my Trans Am, I got tickets in certain places where they're all undercover cops. Out of nowhere, they pop out and give me tickets. So they tried to make me lose my license. And then eventually they did, after they got me back on drugs. Now, when I came back to this country in 2016, after I quit all the drugs and everything, I went to the DMV here to check on my license. Guys, I owed $15,000 in tickets. Do you know when these tickets were given? At a time where I wasn't in the country, and I can prove it. I have my passport with stamped that I was living in different countries when these tickets were given to a car that belonged to my so-called brother, and on a street where his so-called ex-girlfriend lived. That's where the tickets were given to me in my name. Guys, they conspired to strip me away from my license, because if I had my license I could drive now. All these irritations they surround me with, they couldn't do it anymore. This one I've seen her, this is the 4th time I see her today. 4 times. Anyways, from far away. So, just to tell you, I'm gonna take the advantage because right away they're not gonna stalk me quick now. They're gonna wait the 20 minutes then stalk. So I'm gonna take advantage and tell you guys a story. How they've slowly tried to demotivate me from driving when I was young, and then eventually, forcefully, by cheating and breaking the law, covertly they've stripped me away from my license. Covertly. So this is the kind of entity that I've had on me, this dancing monkey on my back for all my life that I've never seen till about a year ago, because a lot of work was done in order to prevent me from seeing that and prevent me from reading my environment a lot, by so many people and in so many places and so much effort and so much money. I guarantee that at least $1 billion was spent over the course of my life to prevent me from getting to this point. At least. I know this sounds ludicrous to a lot of you guys that watch this video and say, why would the government spend $1 billion on you? Who are you? Believe me, I asked the same questions, guys, when I first woke up. Actually, I couldn't find out it was the government at first because I've never done anything wrong. I said, why would the government be after me? At least $1 billion. I know what I'm talking about. Trust me, I'm not exaggerating. So, usually these places here, there's always people laying around, standing around, having cigarettes. But it's part of the psychological drain that they want to put me in, that, to make me always go for things. And it was their fault. They sent people to rob me at the beginning of the month. $900 I was robbed. And you guys know that they sent me this girl to steal my laptop, and my phone was stolen. She got into my YouTube account, tried to change the email, and also tried to steal my hard drive. They wanted to delete this channel, guys. Alright, a lot of effort's been done. So they're the same people who sent people over to my house to rob me. $900. That's the reason why I'm running around like a bum and bumming cigarettes. This never happens to me. It does, but not this much. Anyways, let's go back to the story. So, they've done the impossible, guys. The impossible to try to demotivate me from driving, scare me, because it's not good for them to keep a rap on me. If I get in my car right now and drive an hour away quickly to a place where I don't mention where I'm going to, how are they gonna tap it there and put their own people? You won't see this. I won't see this. I'll see something completely normal. Obviously, I'll have cars around me with their cars following me around and everything, but overall, it's Sloan. It's my neighbor, by the way. So it'll be a normal environment. They don't want that. Anyways, let's go back to the story. It's all these tactics that they pull on you. Like I told you, a lot of the things that they pulled on me, they're doing them to the whole planet, guys, on a big, wide scale. Okay, all the tactics they use. I mentioned the cigarettes to you before, what they're doing to them. The division they're creating between men and women, they do that to you. They tried to give me a complex about women when I was young. It didn't work. Eventually, nothing worked with them. Everything that they've done to me, that's why they ended up doing the stalking thing and blocked me from every job I applied for. I was a very ambitious guy in my teens. For some reason, I can only get a job for a week, and then after a week, they drive me crazy in there to leave. Or a lot of other jobs, they just never hired me to begin with. I was a very, bright, ambitious person when I was young. Just got blocked off. My road out there for me, everywhere I went, it was blocked off. I even went to college for about a month. For some reason, I stopped going. Why? Why would I do that? And that's not the time I was doing drugs. I wasn't doing anything back then. I didn't touch drugs till I was about 22, severely depressed, to come out of my depression. That was the main reason why I took them. To prove that, it was the only opiates that I've ever touched at the beginning. So if I was a type of drug addict, why would it be only that drug? Why wouldn't it be other drugs too? Lighter drugs. Because that drug took away what these guys have done to me, and nothing else did. So, now, I'm trying to pretty much show you in this video there's nothing I filmed so far that's substantial or good. So, at least I get a chance to tell you my story while you look at the video and see the busyness around me. The unnecessary, unnatural busyness, the way people are walking and talking, how they're crossing my path. Look at these two are gonna cross now. One from the right, one from the left. See how they time it? I would have been there at that time. That's how it's timed. So, anyways, the story, guys. Yeah, they've tried to do a lot of things to me over the years, and nothing ever worked. Everything they've done to me, they're doing it to the whole planet, slowly. They're dividing people, trying to give them complexes about each other, brainwashing them. So basically, all those guys, see, that tense you up. A car comes in when you're crossing too, they wait and wait. Look how slowly they drive. Look how slow they drive. That's the tense you. So basically, what was I saying? That's the thing. That's why they distract you, to get you off your, look, she's gonna start moving now. This lady's standing there. So basically, nothing ever worked with them. The only thing in the end was the stalking and the drugs. As soon as I got off them, I told you in my other video what I did. There's no point of repeating that. Yeah, the tactics they pull on you, these guys, they're doing it right now to the whole planet, and it's working on a massive scale. What else? If I remember, I'll tell you. So it's movement. They gotta, just always be moving before you get to them. That's what they teach, and they have to move. Because it's things in motion. That's what they're doing to you guys right now. If you look at the YouTube videos, get up on the internet and watch the YouTube videos. What do you see in the background in most YouTube videos? Most people don't pay attention, but if you pay attention to the background of the 99% of the YouTube videos, especially the really successful ones with a lot of views, you see a lot of people moving in the background. If you really pay hardcore attention to the background, you'll notice that it's fake. They're setting them up. They're like extras in a movie. Why do they think that they have extras in a movie? To keep creating that thing for you, that pacing back and forth. They're stressing you out. Slowly in bits and pieces here and there. As you're going about your normal day, you're watching a movie here, you're going here. So slowly they're putting you into this tense realm. You know what I mean? Watch. If you don't believe me, watch a whole bunch of YouTube videos and look at them. 95% of them, there's something going on in the background. Even when you watch those news channels, why do you think they always show you those guys sitting and behind them there's a video of New York City with the cars passing by? Because they wanna get to you that way. They wanna show you things in motion. It's always in motion, in motion, in motion. You know what I mean? They want to tense you. Look at these cars driving back and forth, both of them. What was the point of all this? There's no point of it but to tense me. Those are attacks, guys. They're attacks on your inner tranquility. When this is happening around you everywhere you go, cars and people and moving around you, it tense. What are you doing here? You're off today? So anyways, they're trying to keep me busy. This is another one that was a friend of my brother's. He works for them too. He works for CSIS. He brings me drugs. He wants me to get high with him all the time. And I admit I did a couple of times, but this is one of the guys that waged the crack war on me from 2016 to 18 with my brother. I still talk to them. I still say hi to them and everything, because in the end, if they succeed in what they do, it's not their fault, it's yours. You were weak enough to accept the drugs from them. No, talk to them like normal human beings. Treat them like normal human beings. Just don't accept the drugs. Then they can't really get to you. They can't hurt you. They can't do anything to you. So what they're trying to do to me right now, if you notice in the videos for the good ones, the difference between the good ones and the bad ones, it's all my energy. It's all what I transmit to you guys, the way I say things, the way I do them. They're trying to kill that energy, bring it down, tone it, so my videos don't come out as good. I don't get to the truth as much. That's how creative people function, guys. Why do you think they do these massive noise campaigns on me? Because I have a certain talent that they don't want me to get to, or a certain point, a focal point. You know, a point where I can really, really focus. They don't want that. They want to keep me distracted with this frigging drum set around my ears 24/7 and people moving. Look at the money they're spending into this. Oh, everything around me, guys, is designed for me. I know it sounds weird. I don't even like to say it, but it is. You know what I mean? She's here for me. This is here for me. All that, all that. I'm not happy about it. It sucks. I'm in a prison. I don't want them here for me. I want to not see them. I want to be alone. Go to a place where I'm free, just like any normal human being, to do the normal, average things. I don't want this. But unfortunately, I have no choice, since the government's doing it to me. From one agency to another. I've been all over the world. Every country I've been to, they've done this to me, guys. All those agencies, they work together and they all do the same tactics. They're all run by the same satanic entity. So the countries, Canada doesn't run Canada. It's the intelligence agency in Canada that runs Canada. The States, Trump has no word. It's the CIA that runs it. So if all the intelligence agencies run these countries, and there's the elites that run the intelligence agencies, then they're the ones who run the world. All we have, those, and picture the politicians and everything, those are all puppets. It's a charade. It's a frigging movie. It's a show. You know, it's not real. So, anyways, this is what I try to, expose to you guys. Look how many cars. Look, they're all coming and parking now. Look at this guy wants to clean his window. Now I'll go over there, he'll stop cleaning. As soon as I come back, he'll start cleaning again. It's a movie set, guys. They're doing the same thing to you guys too, if you watch all those YouTube videos and everything.
Oh, estoy muriendo por un cigarro. A ver. Uno, nada más. What's wrong, man? Hey, where you at? Okay, I need you there. You got it with you?
Okay, guys, we're back recording again. Here we go. Take them out as soon as we get out. So anyways, I'll continue the story for you. At least we got ourselves a cigarette. How this works, it's a what was I telling you earlier? It's funny, every time I get the rhythm to pretty much start telling you guys the truths about everything and how things work, I get interrupted either by someone I know, or that's what these guys want to do to me, keep me interrupted, keep me distracted, so I don't excel and make good videos for you guys to expose the truth and nothing but. Anyways, so much was done over the years to this. You don't see this in a normal Canadian street, guys. All this busyness, all these cars parked over there and movement, people and cars everywhere. Look. You don't see this anywhere in Canada, alright? Nowhere. Not even downtown. Maybe downtown rush hour, but not in this way. Cars all over the place turning right and left. They're all heading in one direction, east, west, north, or south. And people are heading in one direction, not all crossing your path back and forth. There you get the idea. So, pretty much, where were we? All this stuff is happening. They're doing it to the whole world, guys. Those are the guys that pretty much run everything in all those countries. It ain't the presidents, because they're all doing the same tactics. All those gang stalking tactics that happened to me in Toronto happened to me in Cuba, happened to me in Morocco, happened to me in Lebanon, happened to me in Colombia, happened to me in the Dominican Republic, in Puerto Plata, happened to me in where else? Happened to me in, where else did I go? Cancun, happened to me in Mexico City, Distrito Federal, happened to me in let's go to Europe, England, France, Istanbul, Morocco, Cyprus, an island close to Lebanon. This way I used to go to get my medication. I was hooked on OxyContin. I was getting it prescribed from a doctor in Cyprus. Look how corrupt they are. And picking it up from a pharmacy and going back to Lebanon, taking a 45-minute flight back and forth from 2009 to 2011-12. I've done over 40 trips. I still have my passport with all the stamps. I'll show them to you actually right now to prove my case, so you don't think I'm lying. For some reason, I have this passport in my pocket. My old passport. See, it's got the 2 holes in it. I'm gonna show you all the stamps from Beirut to Cyprus to Larnaca. You know. So that's me. Look at that goofy face. High on drugs all the time. I don't even show it actually over there. All right. Now I'm gonna show you all those places, all those stamps. See, there they are. All those stamps. This is a Cyprus stamp, Larnaca. This is a Beirut stamp, Lebanon. All right. I was gang stalked all over the place in all these countries. All of them. Every country I've been to over 20 countries in my life, maybe 20 some. More. The states, I've been to almost every state. I lived in LA, I lived in South Korea. What's up, Beach? You're taking it easy today? Why? You've been pretty like down every time I see you. Why? What's wrong, man? Thinking? About what?
You know, the necessary shit.
So look at me, man. I'm all alone. I have nobody. What do? I sometimes make these documentary videos. I upload them. I try to get busy, you know. I'm showing the stamps on my passport here. When I lived in Lebanon, all the trips I took to Cyprus to get my medication, and then they set me up. The government, they arrested me in Lebanon, threw me in jail for 3 months. Why would they do that? I had prescriptions from a legit doctor in Cyprus, and I used to go to a pharmacy, pick up my medication, take a 45-minute, go back to Lebanon. Why would they do that to me, assholes? I had to pay. Look how corrupt they are. I paid the judge $10,000 and the lawyer $10,000 to get me out in 3 months. Otherwise, I would have served 5 years for distributing. They had no proof of me. They just caught me with a bunch of pills from a pharmacy. Fucking bastards, man. You know. Anyways, yeah, yeah. I haven't been seeing you good lately. Every time you gotta keep the hope, man. You know.
You want a beer?
Beer. I want to sit with someone and talk. I don't care about the drink, man. Here, I put the stuff on the side. We'll do it later. Let me shut this off. Hold on. Just have somebody to talk to, man. Have a conversation. You know, it's the main thing. Let me get rid of this thing 1 second. Shut it off. I'll do this later.
You know, they keep moving the priest around, right?
So you should be calling the fucking ass.
Guys, this is number, I don't know how many wheelchairs I've seen today, but there's one with the toilet paper at the back. I'll tell you what this means later. It's to discuss someone, because toilet paper resembles, you know what, and the wheelchair is to depress you. Always seeing these people that are handicapped or whatever. I'll be in touch. Okay, guys, so that's another worker for the government that's gonna come. He sells drugs around here. He's a CSIS worker too. Some guy that knows my brother.
I don't trust people I don't know, right? So when I see her, I don't trust people I know you,
I wish I did.
I do. If it was just you, I would have tried harder, but like, no one is trying for me. You know what I mean? You're my friend, I only see you. I don't trust you. Like, you be a cop,
Yo, respect.
get you drink or what?
Oh, the drink today, yeah.
That's what I'm about to speak today. Here now, 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock to 4. Methadone, 2 o'clock to 4, the doctor.
Yeah, no, I don't go there.
You want the script, you call. I gotta go back to school. My friend yesterday, he just got out of jail, like last week. On his ankle, he has the thing. He can't leave Toronto. You know what I mean?
I think that's how my life.
He has an ankle monitor.
In a weird way. Not on my ankle.
Oh.
An invisible one on my throat and balls. And I still do. It's called CSIS. Because I'm too much of a genius. They don't want me out there doing things. They don't want me to think. So they keep on surrounding me with this extra fucking noise and meaningless stalking people everywhere I go. It's the story of my fucking life. But I'm gonna escape their fucking ass sooner or later. Take care, bro. So guys, I don't know if it's still recording, but we'll check it out. I'll come back anyways and show you everything I've recorded. We'll go back to the my passport and all those places. They don't want me to get too emotional and too steady, so I don't make any long videos. So they keep on throwing people on my trail to try to divert me from this, whether they're drug dealers or whatever, trying to lure me back into drugs. No, I don't take anything. So let's see how it works. We're gonna come down for another ride soon, and we'll see how things work. All right. All this water is unnecessary here. All of this. This is all unnecessary. It's putting things on your trail that are distracting in any shape or form. It's to keep you distracted. You know, all these people on the benches. It's for me to see people all the time in front of me. You know how annoying that is? And people that you don't want to see, people that you don't want to meet, they pick the ugliest, nastiest people to put on your trail. Most of them don't even live in this building. They're just workers. You know I don't have. I asked you in the morning. You always do that to me. When I don't have, they tell you to come and ask me for a cigarette. This stupid CSIS psychological warfare. It doesn't work. That's another CSIS employee. It's called gang stalking, the term, but they throw garbage in front of you to keep you disgusted. It's one of the tricks they pull. They pause in front of you, they stop, and you're gonna see theater in the lobby. Bunch of fake shit going on a dog leash. There you go. Look, listen to how loud. Look, the amount of people. Listen to how much is happening around me.
They just put on broom there and stuck it. And then you want to
Noise.
Trying to kill people, bro.
Stalking. Passing in front of you. Stalking again. Another one passing in front of me. This is the fourth time I see this girl today. 4 times.
got the 29, but for all that, 29, I'm going to get them until 18 or 19. Like, shit, you tell me to me, go buy white pants. White pants, I want to get to the top, right?
She hasn't stopped moving yet. That's her job. Whether it's the carriage or her, make noise. It's the size too. They'd rather the big ones to clog up your view even more, to take up more space. So, yeah, you guys know it all. I've been describing it over and over again for a while now. There has to be at least 3 or 4 went back and forth here, and well, it's a setting. It's pretty much it. You're being put in an instructive setting with a lot of noise in the background and a lot of. What's up? Thank you.
Okay. You know, this how they have to do it. Oh, you know, so one of that me that thing go say either me go do one bag and then catch it up. Catch up me and come on. Look my back.
So it's putting someone in tight spaces too that could clog you up and have people come in and out, bump into you, face you at the doors. The same tactic, guys. You've seen it all, playing with the keys to make noise. Noise machines and view cluttering machines, pretty much. The tactic of it all. And it's, you know, being repeated over and over again in every setting.
You see this one time eBay where it's like a black and when I back it's like purple. Purple here.
Up. So all this in and out and holding the elevator and coming in, it's all set up all along on the way to the top, all the way on my trail from there walking, all this is set up. And a lot of these people that I keep on bumping into, they don't want me to reach an emotional point of focus where I'm just spitting things out like an artist, you know, because that's what really works on camera. That's what stimulates people when they watch the videos. So they're trying to cut that rhythm, you know, always by throwing people on my trail to interrupt me. Hey, Sam, you want to smoke? Hey, whatever, you know. And they're all CSIS workers, all of them, this whole neighborhood. I mean, that's all I'm surrounded by. I don't eventually bump into normal people. They cut them off. You guys know what they do. So I'll upload this video now. I'm going to get you some more good videos. Before we do, I hope the camera is still recording. I'm going to show you the rest of my passport. The stamps that I was showing you earlier about the trips that I made from Larnaca to Beirut. With the drug charge they gave me for no reason. I was getting them from a pharmacy and from a doctor there in Cyprus. So look at the amount of, this is all Larnaca to Beirut. By the way, I've gotten a lot of driving tickets here in Canada on those dates. I wasn't even in the country, guys. Okay, and this passport proves that. So I can get them in trouble. You know what I mean? Look. Another page. All these stamps. Beirut, Larnaca, Beirut, Larnaca. So I spent 2 years going back and forth back in those days, you know, to pick up my medication, which I was hooked to, which the government here did its best to get me hooked on this medication, you know.
And they pretty much got doctors to describe me this medication, which was illegal. They had no reason to describe me strong opiates. So there you go, Cyprus, Lebanon again. There's a Bahamas stamp there and a bunch of other ones. But you see the amount. And it goes on and on, the whole passport. You know, with other places too. This is immigration officer, was Heathrow Airport, that's London. This is Frank Pai, that's Cuba, that's Havana. And that's another one, Havana. That's when I told you I quit the drugs. I went back there in 2015 and 16. See that? Came back here to Toronto, so you know the dates are real now. That's why they put those people on my trail, to try to cut me off. Anyways, I'll upload this now. Listen to the noise. Listen.